want to talk about something for a second. I want to talk about being a people pleaser and how it is a blessing and a curse. It is so horrible to know that you always have good intentions, and when you've got like a really big heart and you're just wired to love and see the best in everybody and hope for the best in everybody, like it can be a huge blessing, but it can also be a huge curse. It gets you into a lot of trouble, especially these days, the world that we live in, that so many people have been hurt by people, and so many people have been played by people who pretend to have a good heart and pretend to care and pretend to have your best interest at heart, and that pretend to want to help you and pretend all these things. And so the whole world, it seems, is always on guard about it. And so even those of us who truly have that intention of just wanting peace and love and happiness, we don't get believed sometimes. And you know what? It sucks ass. It really does. And it's something that I'm dealing with a lot lately. People misunderstanding me, or people taking any little thing that I say and twisting it, or people just, not even just with my stuff, like I'm witnessing it too. I'm witnessing so many good people in the world that are doing things out of the kindness of their heart, but humans are so hurt and so torn to shreds that they don't even believe that the intentions are good. And so it's like all those people that go through their life with these big giant hearts of theirs that really do want best for people get called fake and get treated like they are just using it as manipulation or whatever. And it's so crappy. And I just want to know if I'm the only one. I know I'm not the only one. But I've been a people pleaser my whole life. I've told this story, I think, maybe in the past, I think. I know I've told it like when I went to do like public speaking and stuff, but I don't remember if I left it in the video. But I think that at one point I did talk about this, but I'm not going to get too deep into it, but I'll tell you like vaguely this story from my childhood, because it just kind of puts in perspective like how my stupid heart is wired. Like, it's a beautiful heart. It's a big golden heart that wants to love and give and all the things, but it also just gets me in a lot of trouble. And so like when I was a little girl, there was a time when my abuser, we all know who it is, but I just don't want to say it, hit my sister in the face right in front of the whole family. And blood was everywhere. And my sister ran out of the house crying and screaming. My mom ran after her. My sister ran after my mom. My brother ran after my sister. And it was just me left there in the room with my abuser. And my abuser went and sat on the couch and just was like rocking back and forth. And like, you could tell that maybe he regretted what he had done, or I don't know. But my little 9-year-old heart, I believe I was 9 years old, I think, gosh, just like stood up and went over to him and put my arm around him. And I said, I am so sorry that that just happened to you. Because one, he had manipulated me and convinced me that he was the victim always. But also my stupid little heart saw him sitting on the couch being like rocking like this. And if there's even an inkling of a chance that maybe he's sorry, then he deserves some love too. And obviously I didn't know any better. I was a child. And now as an adult looking back on that, I'm like, holy crap, that's a big deal. And that's really sad. And that's hard. I don't know. Right now I'm just dealing with so much in my personal life and so much on the internet about me that is, I feel, very misunderstood, or people have taken mistakes that I've made, because I'm a human being and I make mistakes, guys. I know, shocker. And twisting it and making it look like I'm this horrible person that I'm not, and accusing me of things that are so ridiculous. But they'll just take like a little bit of something, just a little bit of some sort of truth, and twist it into something else. And you know what? Maybe that's because they were hurt and they maybe their abuser did that to them. Maybe their abuser groomed them and manipulated them, made it look like something small, but really it was bigger to them. You know what I mean? And so maybe that's why they're judging me this way. Maybe that's why they're just used to being treated that way in their life. Like maybe it started out with something that was just like a human mistake, but then whoever hurt them took that human mistake and used it to manipulate them and to continue to hurt them or something. You know what I mean? And so it's like, can I even be upset with them? I mean, I'm upset. I'm hurt. My feelings are hurt. Like, maybe that's where it's coming from. I don't know. And so that kind of makes me feel bad for them. And now I'm like, well, that's sad that you're wired or that you've been not wired, but trained, or you've been hurt so much in your life that you just expect the worst out of everybody. And if there's a little bit of humanness that comes out that's not perfect and that's not whatever, maybe not every person that makes human mistakes will hurt you as much as that person did, whoever that is that hurt you. So like, I make human mistakes all the time, but I promise you, like, I would never hurt anybody ever. And if I have, I'm so sorry. Come to me privately and tell me. I would love to talk that through with you. I would love to know what I did. And if it's something that I feel that I did on purpose or even not, I will apologize to you and try and work through it, because it's never my intent to do that. But I understand that so many people have been hurt that, they take intent, and intent turns to, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't even know if this makes sense. I don't even know if I'm going to post this, but like, I just going through a lot and I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out why people are doing this to me, why people are so hell-bent on destroying my life and destroying my image online and destroying my relationships with my friends and my relationships in general, because it's killing me for being a human being and making human mistakes and for not giving them the attention that they needed. And I'm sorry that I couldn't do that for you. I have a lot of people that I talk to that need attention. And I'm sorry that if any of you ever felt left out, or that I forgot about you, or that because I can see that it could look that way. But I promise you, I never meant it in that way. It's just not easy when you've got one person, okay, trying to help hundreds of people at a time. In the past. Right now, it's not that many people. But like, even now, it's dozens of people right now that I'm trying to help. So please just be patient with me about that. You know what I mean? I know that you need more attention, and that's valid. That is so valid. And I'm sorry that the appropriate people in your life haven't given that to you. And I'm sorry that I can't give you more than what I've given you. And I'm sorry that in the past I've given you a lot of attention and then that kind of went away. It had nothing to do with you. It just had to do with like, I just have to divide myself and try and help as many people as I can. And it gets tricky. And sometimes I have to choose, okay, I've got one person that's saying that they're going to themselves, and I've got another person saying that, oh, my dad yelled at me today and it really hurt my feelings. Okay, but I only have time to help one of them. You know what I mean? So I can see how that would make somebody feel forgotten, but I promise it's not. It's all the same intent. Like, it's all the same. I just want to do what I can. But at this point, I'm running myself ragged here, and it's heartbreaking to know that people are trying to use little dumb mistakes that I've made and make it seem like I am this horrible person, murdered your cat, your cousin, murdered your entire family type of a person. Because I know that that's not who I am, and I don't deserve that. But the more I think about it, the more I'm trying to process all of this, I'm like, it's not, I don't know if it's their fault that they think that way, because they've been hurt so much in their life, and I know what that feels like. And I'm just wired differently than they are. And the way that they're wired is that because they've been hurt, they're extra on guard and they assume the worst in people. And that's sad, but that's their reality maybe. And that makes me really sad. Anyway, if there's anything I did to anybody out there to hurt you, please come and tell me. I would love to take accountability, talk it through with you. Yeah, that's all for now. I don't know what I'm saying. Who knows if I'll post this, but just thought I'd get that out there because it's heavy on my chest right now. So